Hey, what's up guys? Silver Slayer, welcome back for another video. So today I just want to talk about a very widely talked about topic in stacking, and it's basically the foundation of what started a lot of people to invest into silver, into precious metals, or any asset that holds its value. And with silver, there's intrinsic value. With gold and any precious metal, there's intrinsic value within itself that is valuable to a degree that we are willing to transfer this into this. So this is $20. When I'm talking about intrinsic value, I'm talking about something that not only is valuable for what we claim it is, but inside of that it also has value. So there's not, this is claimed to be $20, this $20 bill, but there's not actually $20 worth of value in it. This claims to be a $1 silver eagle, and there is actually silver inside of it. When we used to make these back in the day, there was actually $1 worth of silver. So a silver eagle that was worth $1 had $1 worth of silver. A quarter, 25 cents, was worth 25 cents, and there was actually 25 cents worth of silver inside of the quarter. So its value was actually backed by that amount of value. Well, after 1964, we stopped backing our money with the with intrinsic value. Our items didn't actually hold that amount of value inside it anymore, and so then inflation starts to happen, and we start to mass produce this stuff without backing it with anything that actually holds its value, and then obviously you know where that's going to lead. So we want to transfer our money into something that holds its value. Now at first, this $20 bill could buy 5 of these, and then actually 1979 is when silver jumped up insanely high. It kind of reminded me of the 2011 incident. And then it went back down to normal prices, and then in 2011 it jumped up again, as most of us know. But not many people mention the 1979 incident when it jumped up like it did. But so there's been 2 times in recent years that silver has insanely jumped, and it kind of throws people off, and it's just, I feel like that's just a little. That's a reminder to me on how fast it can happen and how unpredictable it is for it to happen, because it could happen at any instant. And I'm not saying it will happen like that, but the times that it did, it's usually when people least expect it. Just like if there was ever a SHTF situation, it's going to be when people least expect it. So anyways, so like I was saying, $20 used to be able to buy you 5 eagles, and now it can only buy you 1 eagle. And as inflation keeps going along, inflation is when, you have, let's say, a pack of bubble gum that's $1. Well, next year that pack of bubble gum will be $1.05, and the next year after that it's $1.10. So inflation is when an item increases in value even though it holds the same actual worth. Nothing has changed. It's just our money is being mass produced and it's impregnated. So back in the day, a pre-1965 quarter could get you a gallon of gas. 25 cents could get you a gallon of gas. Nowadays, this same quarter can still get us a gallon of gas. Not because the face value, like it used to be, which it should still be. I'm not going to talk about my reasons for thinking. It's pretty obvious. But so back in the day, we had 25 cents of silver in this, which meant it was worth 25 cents, and that's what we could spend it as. And 25 cents could get us a gallon of gas. But nowadays, gas is not 25 cents for a gallon, but there is still silver inside of this, which if I sold this quarter for the silver content at my local coin shop or wherever, I could get a gallon of gas with it. So even though we're not looking at it for face value anymore, we're still looking at it for the actual value of this quarter, for its intrinsic value, its real worth. And that is why we transfer our money into silver, because silver has been deemed valuable and held its value throughout time. So no matter what we say this quarter's worth, what's inside of it, you can't hide. There's no hiding how much silver is actually in this. So even though we can say this quarter's worth only 25 cents or what our purchasing power with this quarter is, the silver inside of it is always going to be deemed valuable. And that's why we stack silver, is because this shit right here is just going to keep inflating and just keep appreciating and just basically to the point where, you know, the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power, where this stuff right here is nothing, because there's not $20 worth of value in it. It's just us claiming it's worth $25, just like we're claiming we can only, you know, get how much gas with 25 cents nowadays, you know. But that's the thing with silver, is it's universally accepted, and not only for reasons of, you know, like how I could only spend this bill in America. You know, I could take this anywhere in the world and they're gonna know what this is, and I will be able to trade with it as well. So it's a universal asset that's always been deemed valuable for thousands of years, and that is why people invest into it. I want to transfer, I guess a better term would be transfer. I want to transfer my money into something that holds its value, that isn't losing its value. If I put $1,000 in the bank and I let that $1,000 sit, over time that $1,000 will start depreciating, and in 10 to 20 years that $1,000 will have dramatically gone down. So when I park my money in my bank account, I'm actually losing money because of inflation. If I bought $1,000 worth of silver, so if I, instead of putting my money into my bank account, if I said, hey, I'm gonna spend $1,000 and put it into silver instead, in 10 to 20 years, even if silver didn't appreciate, at least I know that I will still have parked my money into something that's valuable, that isn't depreciating. Now, spot price goes up and down all the time, but for the most part it's going to stay the same, and if anything, there's a good chance it could increase as well, especially knowing the real value of silver and all of the industrial uses for it with technology and everything else, you know, with it. There's a good chance it's going to widely appreciate as well. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that silver is going to make you rich one day and it's going to hit $500 an ounce. I'm not going to say that. But I can tell you that silver, I feel like right now, is insanely undervalued, and I feel like it's being manipulated, and one day the true value will come out. I'm not going to try to predict what that value will be, but right now at $17 an ounce or whatever it is, I feel like it is low. So just something to think about. These are, you know, the mind states on why a lot of people go into silver and gold, is just because they understand that this stuff is basically worthless now, and we don't want to keep our money into something that's burning away. We want to put it into something that's going to stay strong for us and preserve our wealth. It's a hedge against inflation. And that's basically, you know, how I can wrap this up to you guys, for especially people who don't understand why. It's not just because it's shiny. It's not just because people say, ooh, it looks cool and gold and silver represents royalty. There's actually reasons. You know, there's a lot of, I made a video called The Industrial Uses of Silver, where I go over several different uses for silver in the technology world, in the medical world, in tons of different things, and not even just for past technology, but especially for the future of technology, where silver's headed. So it's not looking like it's going to go away anytime soon, and if anything, we're going to need more of it. So just some things to think about. Check out some other videos. I'm doing a giveaway right now if you want to enter, get a chance to win some free silver for yourself. There's going to be 3 winners, and I'm pretty generous on this giveaway. So make sure you guys go check out my other videos. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. I'm out. Peace.